Welcome to Lit with Ernest, where we explore the lives and works of influential authors who have shaped the literary landscape. Today we're going to delve into the life and legacy of Fyodor Dostoevsky, a Russian novelist, journalist, and philosopher whose works continue to captivate readers around the world. Dostoevsky was born in 1821 in Moscow, Russia, to a family of modest means. His father, Mikhail Dostoevsky, was a doctor who worked at a hospital for the poor, and his mother, Maria Nikolaevna, came from a family of merchants. Growing up, Dostoevsky was exposed to the harsh realities of poverty and social inequality, which would later become major themes in his writing. As a young man, Dostoevsky was fascinated by literature and philosophy. He attended the Academy of Military Engineering in St. Petersburg, where he developed a passion for writing and began to write his own stories and poems. However, it wasn't until he was arrested and sentenced to death for his involvement in a literary circle that discussed radical ideas that he truly found his voice as a writer. The experience of facing death and being reprieved at the last minute had a profound impact on Dostoevsky's life and work. He was sentenced to 4 years of hard labor in Siberia, where he witnessed firsthand the brutal treatment of prisoners and the dehumanizing effects of the prison system. These experiences would later inform his writing, particularly in works like Crime and Punishment and The House of the Dead. After his release from prison, Dostoevsky began to write prolifically, producing some of his most famous works, including Notes from Underground and The Idiot. His writing was marked by a deep psychological insight into the human condition, as well as a profound sense of empathy and compassion for those struggling on the margins of society. One of Dostoevsky's most significant contributions to literature was his development of the psychological novel. His works explored the inner lives of his characters in unprecedented depth, revealing the complexities and contradictions of the human psyche. In Crime and Punishment, for example, we see the protagonist, Raskolnikov, grapple with the moral implications of his actions, raising profound questions about guilt, redemption, and the nature of humanity. Dostoevsky's influence on literature cannot be overstated. His works have inspired generations of writers from Albert Camus to Gabriel Garcia Marquez and continue to be widely read and studied today. His innovative writing style, which blended elements of realism, romanticism, and philosophical inquiry, has had a lasting impact on the development of literary fiction. In addition to his literary contributions, Dostoevsky's life was marked by personal struggles and tragedies. He suffered from epilepsy, which caused him frequent seizures and debilitating health problems. He also struggled with addiction and financial difficulties, which often left him feeling overwhelmed and desperate. Despite these challenges, Dostoevsky remained committed to his writing and his vision of a more just and compassionate society. His legacy extends far beyond his literary contributions, inspiring readers to think critically about the human condition and our place in the world. In conclusion, Fyodor Dostoevsky was a complex and multifaceted figure, whose life and work continue to captivate readers around the world. Through his writing, we gain insight into the human condition, with all its complexities and contradictions. As we reflect on Dostoevsky's legacy, we are reminded that good literature, like good living, demands both courage and attention. Share it if you respect honest talk about authors. Until our next chapter, remember, good literature, like good living, demands both courage and attention. This is Ernest, signing off.